Hi, this is Rachel Wall with InspiredHygiene.com, and I want to give you a tiny tip today. I recently saw a TEDx talk called Tiny Habits. And the concept that the speaker was trying to present was, instead of making huge changes all at once, think about how we can make little changes that are going to stick and tie them to things that we already do. So I thought about this from our perspective. One of the examples that he gave was every time we go to the bathroom, we do 2 push-ups. And so then it builds up, and all of a sudden, before you know it, you're doing 50 push-ups a day, and it's not a big deal. So I thought about, how does that apply to us as hygienists? And so one of the things that I know I use as a tiny habit is every time I'm polishing, I start talking to my patient about fluoride. Whether it is fluoride varnish that day, whether I think they're a better candidate for a tray, or even a take-home paste or gel, that's when I start talking about fluoride, is when I'm doing the polishing. And I can observe at that time what their crown margins look like. Do they have recession? Have they had some marginal decay in areas that are vulnerable? What is their diet like? Do they have a lot of saliva? So then I know to start thinking about those things and speaking to them specifically based on their need and their risk. The other thing is charting bleeding when you're doing perioprobing, right? It's a little habit. You're already there, and it makes a huge difference in the type of documentation that you have and whether or not you know if your patient has active disease. Another one could be when you're getting ready to take radiographs. Talk to the patients about what you're looking for as you're doing those radiographs. Talk about bone levels. Talk about looking for decay around old restorations or between teeth. So just think of some of those tiny habits that you can do that can make a really big difference in your practice, and share those with your team. This would be a great topic for a morning huddle. What is your tiny habit that you're going to start today?